Mamma mia.
Welcome back to Boy Talk.
It's Ace Attorney time.
A test run.
We're testing.
We're testing our tickles.
1, 2, 3.
Hold your testicles, buddy.
That sounds like the name of an Ace Attorney character.
Testicles?
Like in a porn parody of Ace Attorney, that sounds like a name they would give a character.
Penis white?
I think we might keep this in.
This is just the opening to the video.
Yeah. But then we still have to keep putting the syncing too.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of a very fun intro to this video.
Welcome back to Boy Talk then, I guess, if we're starting it right now.
We're not even gonna check it.
If you want to stop it, yeah, we'll pause it and check the audio first, and then we can just...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to Boy Talk.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy Talk!
Did you sync it?
Did you not hear me going 1, 2, 3, 4?
I did. I was just testing you.
Test 1, 2, 3. I said that already earlier.
Testicles.
What are we doing today, Rafe?
We're playing Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Trilogy. Trademark.
Trademark.
Ace Phoenix Wright. Attorney. Trademark. Trilogy. New game continue options. Capcom Co. Ltd. 2014-2019. All rights reserved.
So I've a long time ago I've seen a let's play of a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Hold on, I forgot to start the video. We gotta sync again.
Whoops. So this is staying in, right?
Yeah. Okay, it's recording.
I forgot.
So it's just gonna put a picture of Phoenix Wright up on the screen, shall we? Or Miles Edgeworth or something.
We're so stupid.
Sync the video.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my good lord.
That's gonna... Okay.
So years and years ago, I've seen a let's play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and I was like, that's cool. And just recently, I've been playing the game, TM. And I've been hyperfixating and info dumping to Rafe about it, and now I'm forcing him to play this with me.
I've never played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I've never...
He doesn't know shit.
What am I saying?
I don't know what
I've
you're
never
saying.
watched a Let's Play. I've seen Emmett play it, but not much. I've seen him look up walkthroughs. That's all I've seen him do.
I'm stupid.
But we're not doing that this round. We're just going to go with our gut.
And we're going to fail.
We're going to win. We're going to win every trial.
We're going to try.
We're going to fail. Objection. We're going to win.
Okay. He knows.
Sustained.
He knows what's up. He knows a little bit about an Ace Attorney.
I know what an Ace Attorney is. I know an asexual lawyer when I see one.
It's time for a new game. We're going to play the first game, because that makes sense.
Emmett says Miles isn't in this one.
No, he's not in the first case of the first game.
Are we playing the first case in the first episode? How long is a case?
Well, the first case is really short, because it's just a little tutorial.
A tutorial? Okay.
Yeah.
Emmett is controlling the controller because he knows how to use a switch.
It's not that hard. You'll be fine.
I do not.
You just press the A button and sometimes L and R.
That's way too difficult for me, a non-video gamer boy.
I think you can handle it, but alright, I'll control it. We're gonna play the first turnabout. Yeah.
The first turnabout. It's your turn. To play. Who's speaking?
You can...
Oh, gasp! Gasp! The Thinker. This is far too graphic. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Oh, I know who the killer is now. Someone like him. Sonic? I'll make it look like he did it. I've got a mole.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m.
That's not a year.
District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. I'm gonna be Phoenix, I've decided.
I'm fine with that. I'll be Miles.
Boy.
Emmett likes my Miles voice. Right!
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Woo! I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
I love the voice you've given me, yeah?
It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me. Ba-da-ba. That's her catchphrase.
I can't wait to hear a catchphrase more often. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over!
Oh, God.
My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
He does that sometimes.
He's like that. Don't worry about it. Death, despair. Oh.
I didn't know Edgelord Worth was in this.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
It's just me on a daily basis. It sounds like he wants to die. Well, that's news to me.
Yeah. Nick.
His name's Butts.
Hey there, Larry.
Larry Butts.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
He's not good at this whole being innocent thing.
Yeah, no. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away.
Who's Nick?
That's Phoenix. That's his nickname for him. His Nick.
Oh, I see.
Nickname. I'm gonna cry now. Just like Butts is doing. That's me right now.
That's you with starry eyes.
And crying. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Well, the case is over.
Case closed.
It's solved. It's open and shut.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
This is his first case ever?
Forever, yes.
Oh.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school.
If I was dating someone named Butts, I'd die too.
Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Oh, that's a fart joke.
Ba-da-ba. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I can't wait.
August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
We're in a court. This looks like a DS game.
Well, it was originally a GBA game.
Oh, that sounds about right.
And then it was ported to the DS, and then the first 3 games got...
That's fair.
They put them together, and it was ported to a bunch of shit. You can be the judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
That's perfect. I love that. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Noob.
Get wrecked.
Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fucking noob.
This bitch.
The audacity. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm trying...
Please read it.
My throat can't make a gulping noise.
Oh my god.
Hands shaking.
No, you gotta make that sound into the microphone. Make your hand shake.
Eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Well,
Uh-oh, Emmett, that's you.
it's a multiple choice question. I don't know. Could be anyone.
Say Phoenix Wright, make it funny.
It's a funny.
Oh, fine.
I think it might be Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Gotta open with a joke.
Correct! Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. What is your favorite color? This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
Emmett didn't.
It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No.
Objection!
No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name's listed on the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Well, I think we gotta check the court record.
How do you do that? Oh, with the R
The
button.
R button.
Yeah,
That might help.
I said that.
Let's see.
Well,
Well,
Cindy.
Cindy. And let me check R again for profiles. Well, let's see here. The victim in this case would be Cindy Stone.
Cinderblock, hell yeah.
Miss Cinderblock. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct! Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Well, let me check the court record.
Oh, we
once
saw the
again.
opening.
Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. I know, but I gotta check the court record because you can never be too sure. But she was hit with a blunt object.
Though Emmett's the lawyer. I'm too steadfast.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct!
That was intense.
You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed.
You've answered my riddles
You
free.
may pass my bridge. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. I can't relate.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's such a good voice.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
I got it, Chief.
Well, that's news to me. Ba-dum-bum.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. But just don't call them late for dinner.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention, you dimwit. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
Phoenix, you stupid idiot.
Fucking
What do you
twat.
think you're supposed to do? God.
You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Me too, buddy. Oh, you're Larry, yeah.
I'm Larry.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
What was the voice I gave Larry?
I don't remember. You're
Hey!
well, I don't know.
Hey, forget about it. That's his new voice.
Oh, hey.
Hey, no, that's... Hey, watch it, buddy. There it is.
That's more like it.
We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
It's like her brother, right?
messed up.
Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
The Twitch is not helping you, man.
What's it to you anyway?
Well, Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by quote-unquote dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men, including me. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them?
It was me.
Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on... What month is the 7th?
July.
Thank you. July 30th, the day before the murder. I'm bad with months.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies, sweeting fathers.
Daddies? Sugar?
Plural?
Multiple daddies?
Yes, older men who give her money and gifts, including me. She took their money and used it to support her
I
lifestyle.
like the lore you're adding into it.
I'm giving him some backstory.
Dude!
He's being a real pain.
Yeah.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this, Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted him to answer that question.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Larry...
object?
Larry has a way of running his mouth in
He's
all
gonna
the
do it.
wrong
He's gonna object
directions. Should I...
You should object.
We should stop him?
Yeah.
Alright. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog!
Did a good job, Mr. Nick.
I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so maybe that killer had a perfect person to blame it on.
Oh, he certainly did.
Let's continue this with the trial, shall we?
I think we've heard all we need to hear, actually.
Yeah, put him in jail.
He's guilty, clearly.
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. I forgot it was me.
Sorry, I had a lapse in
A
judgment.
lapse in judgment.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day before the murder, did you not?
Emmett, just
Gulp.
say it.
Gulp!
I think he always sounds like Shaggy.
Zoink scoop!
Zoinks, Nick! Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and
That's
maybe I didn't.
That's not an answer. You can't say that in court.
Oh, Larry.
I don't think that's gonna hold up, little butts.
Uh-oh. You little butts. You went. What do I do? What do I do, Ray?
What was the question I asked?
I forgot, honestly.
Have him answer honestly, because we stopped him last time.
Alright, have him answer honestly. I know! I'll send him a signal.
Answer honestly.
Tell the
You
truth.
can't- It's not a signal, it's just you're pointing at him.
That's a signal.
Is it sign language in his universe?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Oh, right, the question was, were you there on the day of the murder?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, order!
I mean, it's better
Tell the truth.
better than him lying.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Oh, I thought you meant like he broke in. Objection!
I forgot about the way Payne says objection. He just screams it.
You're Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying!
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness to prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The victim. The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order in the quarter. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwitt to the stand. Saw it.
Saw it.
Saw
'Cause he
it.
saw
Oh,
it.
it's the killer.
Yeah.
This is like an episode of Columbo where we know who the killer is, but they don't.
Only the first case we know who the killer is.
I like that idea where we don't know who the killer is.
Valid.
Mr. Saw It, if that is your real name, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Whoa, that's you.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Why are all my voices like that?
I love them.
Mr. Side, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
I love his voice.
You do?
I do.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Wild.
I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
He sells subscriptions? To Boy Talk?
To Boy
What's
Talk.
that? You guys
subscribe to Boy
subscribe
Talk.
to Boy Talk if you think Mr. Saw It is guilty.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like
Does
that.
he have telepathic tendencies? Because it doesn't say he's speaking.
That's just him talking in
He's
his
talking
head.
to himself.
Yeah, in his
Okay,
head.
I thought, okay.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sign used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's apartment building. I added the word apartment. Whoops.
You did.
Was
Extra
out
thorough.
from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
Yes, twice.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Jesus Christ, Judge. Are you good there?
No.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, right. I don't like that at all. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
What a good lawyer.
Do you really think someone would do that?
Just-
Just go on the stand and tell lies?
Not at all. Your client is innocent, right? Right?
Right?
Then that witness you must have had who lied. Then what? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Uh-huh.
Or is your client really guilty?
Huh? How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Why so many red words?
They're important words you gotta know.
Then once you've found the contradicting evidence,
You don't have to do this.
Present it to rub... Wait. And rub it in the witness's face.
Aren't you so glad we're doing this?
Why did they put an extra S after the apostrophe in witnesses? That upsets me.
I don't know. Okay.
Open the court record with the R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Her jacket is either too small or her bosoms are too large.
They are quite round and large. So, let's just, we know, we've seen the testimony.
Uh-huh.
Do you think, let's look at the evidence.
Okay.
Do you see anything strange between the testimony and the evidence? Let's go back.
What's going on
I was
here?
going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Okay.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Okay.
I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
He said he couldn't go inside, but he said he used a phone in her apartment.
Now you're thinking
It's a lie.
So I think we gotta press that, baby. Let's see. What he has to say here. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yeah, what the fuck was his voice?
It's a voice.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? Well, what happened next?
He went to a nearby park and found a public phone. He remembers the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
It feels fishy.
The man who ran away was without a doubt the defendant sitting over there.
Okay.
So now that we've gone through that, let's look
what
at
do
our
we have
evidence.
in the evidence that could contradict the 1 p.m.?
We got my attorney's badge.
Okay, I
No
don't think
one
that's
would believe I
evidence.
was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this.
Yeah, it's true.
We've got Cindy's autopsy report.
Right there.
The
It
time of
doesn't
death.
say 1 o'clock.
4 p.m. to 5 p.m. was her time of death.
He lied about the
But
time.
let's see what else. We got the thinker. Electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. Alright. So,
Ooh, that also sounds
it was 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
That fits in the blackout time.
Yeah.
But
Okay, but the murder,
what was
you're at the beginning.
yeah. What time? The phone wasn't working. The time exactly. It was
1 p.m. But
So
she died at
let's-
4. He did it!
He said the thing. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Shit, that's me.
Every time.
I'm bad at this.
We're bad at this.
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that I'm sorry, it's my first day. I'm a little
he's
nervous.
pretty nervous. Control your nerves, right?
Sorry about that, Judge. Your Honor, sir. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Objection! This is trivial.
This is trivial.
The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Oh, thank you. I tried. Did my best.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies.
Lies always baguette, more lies.
Lies always baguette. More lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. This voice has changed so many times.
I remember what I lost. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Witness testimony. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
Lies always beget more lies.
I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m.
But it was a blackout. You couldn't have electricity during that time, would you?
Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I want all the cases to be this easy, because I feel smart.
Well,
It's like how Game of Thrones makes all the chapters really short so that you feel like you're smart when you read them. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. I forgot. It was my line. Sorry about that, Chief.
I forgot this one.
Cross-examination. So, you see the problem here immediately.
I do.
There was coming from the television.
That's one. Is that the one you'd click on, or would it be the one about the taped program?
I don't know. It could be either one. Let's start with pressing them
I
before we
guess
present
so.
the evidence.
Okay.
Let's see. What do he has to say here? Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises.
You know, I always used to think it was pronounced premises, and that premises was a different word, and then I realized it's just spelled with an E.
Oh
God
shit,
damn
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm an idiot.
I
He
can't
said
put
there
my
was only
finger on it.
He said there was only a television. It's fine.
But something about this seems fishy.
yeah, the person controlling the game fucking keeps skipping
Talked
ahead
over
like
me.
an idiot. God.
Just because you played this a bajillion
I'm
times.
sorry, I forgot.
Something about hearing the television?
The witness has testified. He heard the time.
You think we should press this one, or you think we should? What do you think we should?
What do you mean?
Like, do we press that and be like, hold it, or do we present evidence?
What's the... Wait, what is it... What's it mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I
What's
mean?
the difference of pressing it and presenting the evidence?
Well, pressing's just like asking a question. Presenting is actually like saying, "Hey, here's this
Oh.
evidence that contradicts what you're
I
saying."
thought we had to present evidence on the words that he says lies.
Well, we do have to do that, but
But
like you can.
on the specific one.
Yeah, but like where do you think we should present the evidence? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, you could try it on this one.
All right,
Feels like it would be this one or the other one. I don't think it...
let's try here.
Blackout. Yeah.
Electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. So let's see.
I guess so.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! Irk.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Oh, she had one of those solar panel TVs.
Oh. Wait, I remember now.
I remember. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Oh, is he wearing a toupee? It keeps flying off.
Wig snatched. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Made him lie twice.
Yeah.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Testimony.
The judge likes to mix up his words.
Witness testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. That's like my name. My name is Saw It.
Oh, Mr. Sawit. Oh, that's clever. We'll give him points for that one.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Wait, saw it on a statue? This fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Okay, he's good. Let him go.
Shit.
He's free.
He's free.
He's not even on the stand for, like, being accused. He's just a witness.
Yeah.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Alright, so. You know what the problem is here?
He saw it on a statue. That's not right.
It was, yeah,
It was
the
on a
murder
little
weapon.
statue.
The murder weapon's not a clock, it's the thinker.
It is him.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue.
Is that normal?
What?
Screen keeps flashing.
I don't know. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Calm down, buddy.
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Fucking Karen over here.
Hey, I saw it there. Get it? It's like my name.
Well, he's
Saw
got
It.
a point there.
Okay?
It's a good one. It's a good one. Let him go right.
That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt
The
it.
neck is a Nintendo Switch.
Wow, we're playing Phoenix Wright on it right now. And it says the time out loud.
But he says he saw it.
That's true. He
As
said
it
he saw
doesn't
it.
look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Fucking.
I goofed. I did a goof.
Classic pain goof.
I'm a pain goof.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock, after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock.
Yeah, but is anyone else seeing the problem
No,
here?
no, he's not. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Well-
Absolutely we do.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, very well.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony.
I am babysitting right now. These fucking guys.
The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment.
Why are his hands so large? Those Phoenix's big meaty claws.
He's got yaoi hands.
Oh no.
Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... What do you think it is? Did he go into
Went
the
into the
apartment?
apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Rebel. Order in the quarter!
I wish you all could see what he did when he said
Order
that.
in the quarter! I'm getting character.
I love it.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you.
I'm not gonna point out his mole, it's just kind of there.
Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. It's so funny.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Grah.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? At this point, you're just admitting it.
That day, I never.
What's his motive?
Look, the clock. I heard, no, I saw.
It is, I told you. I'm a good lawyer.
You're a good lawyer. Shut up,
I'm
shut
like
up.
Sherlock.
I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn.
Jesus Christ.
Give him death.
Oh, goodness, man.
Blah, blah, blah.
Order in the quarter, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please.
Please.
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Defense's clams! There's nothing supporting those either.
Mr. Wright, do you have clams?
Your Honor, I do have clams.
Are you
in
gonna
the
share with the
courtroom.
court?
Well, if I have
Did
to,
you
I
bring
guess.
enough for the jury?
I brought plenty of clams for the jury, Your Honor.
What is happening? You clam the sound. You clam the sound.
Clam.
The witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Oh my god. The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully.
Better get him clams.
Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
What does this mean?
Simply what?
Wait, what would... He heard the clock. How would we know how he heard the clock?
I don't remember. What do you think?
Well, examining the clock's batteries I don't think would do anything, because I would just... Whatever.
Yeah.
You can't ask the neighbors, because they didn't hear it, so I guess the only way is to try sounding the clock.
Sound that
And see if
clock.
he reacts to it, perhaps?
My favorite game show, Sound the Clock.
I love that one. Sound the clock, give the clam.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
I suppose.
I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
Oh, I want one.
I want 10.
I'm gonna go to Spencer's. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow.
Oh my god.
Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death.
Well, he's not Mr. Heard It.
This is true. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
I don't want to think about how sweaty that toupee was when he threw it at Phoenix's face.
Ew,
I would throw
disgusting.
up.
You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, this means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Grr. I almost had him. Grr.
He said that in court.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
Did we lose the first case?
There's nothing I can do about it now.
I guess we failed.
We're fucking useless. We're...
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Da-da-da.
Mia? I mean, Chief?
Chief Mia, listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slowed the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow. And think through it.
She didn't think a lot.
You gotta think.
She's a thinker.
Just like
Ask
the
your-
clock.
Ask yourself,
Why was the clock 3 hours slow?
Figure out the reason, and you'll have the proof. Right?
I hate you.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Can you think of a reason?
Why would it be 3 hours slow?
You can't think of a reason?
Can you?
Well, I know what's gonna happen, but I want to know if you know. Let's check. You want to check the court record and see?
Yeah, give me the court record. Can I think of a
Let's see.
reason?
We've got our attorney's badge, of course.
And he heard it was 1 o'clock.
It's the time of death.
What time was the blackout?
The blackout was from noon to 6.
So that...
And we've got the passport. The victim arrived home from Paris.
Oh, she was in Paris. She set the clock back.
Now
That's my answer.
You're thinking like a lawyer.
Well, don't, what's the word? Insult me like that.
I'm sorry. That was very rude of me to
Please,
say.
sir.
Can you think of a reason?
Yes. She was in Paris.
Paris. Wait! Maybe I prove it!
I mean, that's supposed to happen. It's very distracting. The screen flashing is very getting to me.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder.
Merde.
Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Evidence. Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Yeah, I don't have a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Like my toupee. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Well, it would have to be.
The passport.
Ooh.
Take that. Imagine saying that in court.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder.
Mr. Wright, a woman was murdered. Please calm down your vocabulary.
As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours
Oh my
fast.
See, if I knew anything about time zones, this would have been interesting.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say,
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Did It?
Right, a woman is dead.
Please, there's no time for jokes.
Please, Wright. Please. The woman's family is in the courtroom right now. He's dead. You killed him, right?
Killed the witness,
Rabble,
right?
rabble. Order, I say. Medic.
I think the witness has rabies. He was foaming at the mouth.
Get the injections. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. I've only had 3 people die in my courtroom. I won't make it 4. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and he was has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but how would you like to go out for drinks? This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts.
Not guilty.
Woo! We did it. Who brought confetti to the courtroom? A woman is dead. And with that, this court is adjourned. Bailiff starts the t-shirt cannon going off into the jury.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house.
It's like the strangers.
That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Nice.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew! Still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
I didn't know if that was me talking.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over.
Classic Larry.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Oh my god,
Good! Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad!
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
With the way he talks and his facial expressions?
Who does he remind
He's
of?
Burger Pants from Undertale. That's all I can think of now.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
It's Burger Pants as human Sona.
I love it. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man.
Oh yeah, you didn't think about that, did you?
Gone forever.
Phoenix has no morality.
Larry, she was a...
Bitch.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ!
Phoenix.
Your loved one is dead, but she was kind of shitty, so...
Nope, that's you.
Congratulations, Harry.
My name's Phoenix.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you
This is
one.
number 3 sleeve over there.
I won't forget this ever.
Butts next door.
Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I'm gay.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Hey, here, take this. It's a present.
Wait, so he's asking Mia on a date, and then Phoenix is like, hey, I'm the one who got you off. You should ask me on a date. Is that what just happened?
I think it might be.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, what about me? I want to go on a date with you.
Why can't we all have a fun little polycule?
A present for me?
Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock. Actually, I made this clock for her. I can't remember what my voice is.
It's that.
Oh, jeez. There
Oh,
it is.
jeez, Nick.
I made one. Oh, jeez, Nick.
Nick and Harry.
I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this?
You
Oh,
sculpted
actually,
the
I
thinker?
think, who was it? Who sculpted the thinker?
I don't know who sculpted the thinker.
Michelangelo. I don't know.
Well, thank you. I'll keep this as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick.
His voice has changed like 8 times during this one playthrough.
I can't remember.
And I
anyone's
like
voice.
that it's finally settled on Morty. That's my favorite.
Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just wanna cry? Sob. Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me?
Excuse me, son?
Oh, muy, I love you.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Phoenix be like, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent, Larry.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. I hate you. Isn't that right?
Jesus Christ.
Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Now what would
The
prove
passport. The attorney's badge.
is the attorney's badge? The actual answer is the statue.
Oh. Just like
Take that.
the idea that he's holding it out to him and yelling that.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
It's covered in blood.
Huh?
It's your girlfriend's blood.
What about that? Oh, jeez, Nick. What about that clock?
I love
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Just picks a piece of brain off of it.
Oh, geez, Nick. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Oh, jeez, Nick.
Oh, geez, Nick. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now, as opposed to before when you just haphazardly stated things.
Take that.
Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? Oh, I thought I was gonna eat it on the table, but okay.
Oh, Chief, I can't believe this.
Chief, I mean,
So forward.
we'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
A toast. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Please, ma'am. She's very forward.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Oh, geez, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going
I
to
hate
pay
that he
us.
actually said it.
Unless you
I
count
hate it.
Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
The end. Well, we beat the first Ace Attorney game.
We did it. We beat the whole game. Save
So,
my
I
progress.
think...
I'll save it on this one. Overwrite this data. Don't pay attention to that. That's a case we haven't gotten to yet.
Oh. So I think that is it.
Oh, no, don't, no, stop it.
Sir.
Stop it,
Sir.
stop it,
Sir.
stop it.
Sir.
Stop
Sir.
it. Let's just leave it there.
Okay. I think that's it for the time being. It's been about an hour.
We've been playing for a while.
Nice tutorial case that I think Emmett did a great job on.
Well, I think you did a great job figuring out the contradictions and
Stop
such.
it, you. What move? We're not watching Winchester. My TV comes with more ways to watch whenever it sees a movie that it like recognizes for copyright for. Even if I already bought the movie, it says more ways to watch, and it just came up saying Winchester. I had to point that out because it didn't show up on the capture. This is not Winchester, the movie.
This is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Okay. Anyway,
What did you think so far?
I think it's a fun little game, and I think we're gonna play more of it.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna win
We're gonna
every
do it.
trial.
We're gonna win every case.
And
We're gonna be the best lawyer
We're
ever.
gonna put our defendants in prison when they're guilty.
Yeah, that's
Phoenix
fair.
Wright, he's a lawyer. He defends guilty people too. But I mean, I guess he still wants to win because he's a lawyer.
That's
So
true. It all depends on
if the
how
guy's
much
a-
morality he has.
if the guy's a murderer, he still wants to get him off innocent because he's a lawyer. I don't. Anyway, we're gonna play Phoenix Wright. How do you feel, Wright?
You can't.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
No one understands what that means.
We were reading Phoenix Wright fanfiction the other day. Before I knew anything about them, Emmett just said, "Hey, read me Phoenix Wright fanfiction."
You're the one who offered, and I was like, if you want to, sure,
I found
go
some
ahead.
sexy fanfiction about like sex plants and whatever. And so during it, I was just doing this voice for Miles Edgeworth as he vigorously jacks off Phoenix Wright. And at one point he goes, "How do you feel, Wright?" But I said it like that, and Emmett lost it.
So funny. I love that voice.
That's the voice I use for him. So we'll see
I
when
can't wait
that
until you
comes
guys
up.
hear that voice in action.
When he shows up. They just did.
Yeah, but like when we actually see Edgeworth, I mean.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I think we'll take a break now.
Yeah.
And we'll continue next time on Boy Talk.
Next time on Boy Talk.
Bye-bye!
Hell yeah.
I love you.
Aw, jeez, Nick.
Oh, jeez, Nick.
Aw, jeez, Nick.